Hi, it's Todd here, the founder of Thrive Property. One of the things that we are all about at Thrive Property is giving our members access to some of the best deals in Australia. And we're able to do that because of our very unique deal selection process. You know, I was talking to my head of research and acquisitions, Damien, the other day, and we're talking about one of the things that he does on a very regular basis in the marketplace. So he'll go into one city. Now, in that one city, he will have identified 6 different suburbs, which he's identified as areas that he wants to target and look a little bit deeper into. Within those 6 suburbs, he will analyze and view over 500 property deals in the space of that 1 week. And out of those 500 deals, he chooses 6. 6 properties out of 500 that are on the table to actually look at. You've got to ask the question, well, why does he choose those 6 other than the 494 others that are out there in the marketplace? And that is because of that unique deal selection process that I was actually talking about. Now, a difference between an investor and a gambler is all about due diligence. That's what it's all about. A lot of investors know that you've got to do some macro due diligence. This is things like population growth. This is things like infrastructure. This is things like employment nodes. A lot of stuff like that. Very normal thing for investors to do some due diligence on. It then comes down to a micro level of due diligence. This is where we start talking about some socioeconomics, some local demographics, maybe discounting below marketplace or time in the market and various other factors you can actually look at, supply and demand dynamics, various other factors. But then there is another level of due diligence, which is called the niche level of due diligence. And this is where you really make the difference in your overall portfolio. This is where you find those individual deals that will outperform the rest of the marketplace over time and give you superior capital growth, better quality tenants, better rental yields, and ultimately have a better quality portfolio, which in the end is there to deliver you some cash flow for the rest of your life. I call these type of properties desire magnet properties, and they come from this niche level of due diligence. Now, as I said, this is something that my head of research and my team does on a regular basis, going into one area and viewing hundreds of deals. As you can imagine, most people will never look at 500 deals in their entire life. Damien and his team does this on a consistent, ongoing basis. Imagine if you had that type of team around you doing that type of research and finding these desired magnet properties. Now, in this webinar, you can click on the link, register for this webinar right now. I'm going to be teaching you some of the process that Damien and his team does on a regular basis and how they find these desired magnet properties, these deals that outperform the marketplace. So then you can potentially do that in your own portfolio and find those superstar properties, you know, under $600,000 or even under $500,000, for example, that will outperform the rest of the marketplace. So that's some of the stuff I'm going to be teaching you and a whole lot more in this webinar. So click on the link, register your details, and I look forward to chatting to you then, and happy investing.